So everyone knows of the Titans, the Galaxies and the iPhones to take care of their everyday things, right? Their texting, phone calls, sometimes gaming. Every now and again, a phone comes into the fray that surprises you, not only with its power and the feel in the hand and the optics, but as a cohesive whole package. So this is the OnePlus 13, and my first ever OnePlus device that I reviewed here on the channel was actually the OnePlus Open that I actually loved a lot. There was an unfortunate thing that kind of happened with that, but I think that was kind of just a one-off if I'm being honest, and as a whole, that was amazing. This is my first experience with a OnePlus slab phone. This thing has been absolutely amazing. I've had a lot of fun, genuinely, actually just using it on a day-to-day basis. Of course, nothing is absolutely perfect. I just talked about that with my Galaxy S24 Ultra and iPhone 16 Pro Max reviews. Phones that are supposed to be like flawless and impeccable in every way. They're not, but this thing, value proposition wise, for everything you're getting in this package is awesome. So if you guys are new here, my name is Dave, and this is where tech meets lifestyle. And one of the funny things about the OnePlus 13 is that one of its best features you don't get to use all that often because another part of the phone is exceptionally good. I'll talk about that a little bit later. This display is absolutely beautiful. I love the uniform bezels all the way around the display. Watching movies, playing games on this is absolutely superb. But like just slightly beyond that were the haptics. The haptics immediately, it feels like for almost everything that you do on this device, whether you're hitting the power button to turn it on and off, when you're putting your finger on the fingerprint sensor to get in, the feedback that you're getting from there is great. Even in the notification shade, when you're sliding up and down for like your brightness or your volume, all of those things feel amazing. And honestly, the haptics in the OnePlus 13 are probably the best haptics I've felt in a phone in a really long time. The iPhones are like pretty good. The Galaxy S24 Ultras are like, they're haptics, they're there. I don't know if I would say like they're the best in class, but the haptics here feel amazing. When I'm using this on a day-to-day basis, that's like a little thing that really just makes this feel premium and feel great in the hand. Build quality and feel in the hand, this phone feels amazing to hold one-handed. It's one of those phones that's not too large. I can easily reach to the tops of the display to bring down the notification shade nice and easy. I can easily reach my notification toggles, my Wi-Fi toggles, Bluetooth, all of those things. And as a whole, it just feels really nice, really balanced. And when it comes to the cameras and video that you're getting out of the OnePlus 13, as a whole, you're getting a really good, competent point-and-shoot camera with solid zoom performance. Actually, real quick, so before getting the OnePlus 13, I had absolutely no idea that this thing had 8K 30 video, which if you ask me, I think looks pretty darn good, especially compared to like the S24 Ultra and that 8K video mode over there. On your pictures, you get up to that 120 times zoom, which it's there. I think that your mileage is going to vary a little bit in terms of like the actual quality. But what I can say is that if you really need to punch into something, just like read something from afar or just like quickly capture like a ridiculous moment or something, this will get the job done. But I'll say temper your expectations. It's not going to look like immensely crisp, but having that flexibility is nice. The 50 megapixel shots on this look pretty good. What I will say though is that when you have images that have like a lot of those highlights and those shadows, that the OnePlus 13 doesn't quite get as crisp of an image as you're getting out of say like your iPhone Pro Max or your Galaxy S24 Ultra. And in my time with the OnePlus 13, that's kind of what I found is that if you like this phone and everything that it has to offer, you can buy this and rest assured that the pictures and video that you're getting out of this aren't going to be absolute crap. Like this is a good, competent, solid camera system, but you aren't quite getting the exceptional high-end quality that you're getting out of like your iPhone 15, 16 Pro Max, your Galaxy S23 Ultra, 24 Ultra, but also those phones are in a different price bracket where you're looking at like $1,200, $1,300 devices. And so all that being said, as a cohesive package with the camera system that you're getting on this has been really good, and the portrait photos that you're getting out of this look really great. Software-wise, phones have definitely come a long way in being able to translate things on the fly, if you're trying to sort of bridge that language barrier. But you really just can't beat having like dedicated hardware and software that was built from the ground up to bridge those barriers. And that is where the Vasco Translator E1 comes in, that allows for completely touchless live translation between multiple people. They utilize the Vasco Translator V4 software that ensures accurate, real-time communication in multiple languages.
Es un hermoso día para pasear. ¿Cómo se llama tu perro?
Touchless mode allows for natural flow of conversation and AI speech recognition and conversion to text. It uses advanced neural network models trained on extensive data that ensure precise speech to text and recognize a large array of different dialects and accents. They also utilize AI noise cancellation that filters background noises and focuses on spoken words to make sure that communication is seamless and accurate in any environment. The Vasco Translator E1 also covers 50 languages, which is the most by any live translator on the market right now. So if you guys have any travels planned to different places where you don't quite speak the language, or if you're like me where I'm Puerto Rican, I speak some Spanish, but I don't speak it super fluently, you want to be able to communicate with your family members that do speak nothing but Spanish or your native language. Links in the description down below for you guys so you can pick up your own Vasco translator so that way you can bridge those language barriers. So overall, the OnePlus 13 has been great. I have had an issue at times though, where when I'm trying to connect it through Bluetooth, for some reason sometimes it has an issue where it's like swapping off and on between the OnePlus. There are times when I'm driving, if I'm on a phone call with someone or if I'm listening to music from my phone or listening to a podcast or something, the connectivity kind of like goes in and out, where it'll go to the phone speaker and then go back to the car speaker and then back to the phone speaker and then back to the car speaker. It's been weird. It's not a deal breaker. It's happened maybe like 2 or 3 times the entire time that I've had the phone, but just something that I wanted to bring up to you guys. Now on the OnePlus 13, you're getting that 6,000 milliamp hour battery. And man, the optimization that you're getting here out of that Snapdragon Elite chipset is amazing. I'm easily, without a doubt, being able to wake up in the morning, take my phone off the charger, and get through the entire course of my day without any concern of battery life. Routinely, I'm getting to the end of my day with around like 20 to 30% battery life, and that's of course if I'm not doing like a lot of heavy gaming. But what I am doing a lot often is listening to like podcasts, either for psychology, for my work as a therapist, or also listening to Eagles podcast, Go Birds. But as a whole, battery life has been amazing. And that kind of gets to the point that I was kind of alluding to earlier, where the fast charging that you're getting on the OnePlus 13 is out of this world, but you don't really ever have to use it because the battery life is so good. But an instance where it actually did come in handy is that I went to bed, I forgot to charge the OnePlus 13. I woke up with like, I think maybe 15, 20% battery life. I needed to leave. I had a long day ahead of me, and I was able to just plug in the phone for like 15, 20 minutes while I, brushed my teeth, got some food, all that stuff. And by the time I came back, I had an entire day's worth of battery life. The super fast charging on this is an absolute cheat code. And then that, coupled with the battery life, if you're looking for a phone that's going to absolutely dominate battery life-wise, you don't have to worry about, this is absolutely the phone. And a little bit controversial, but I actually really like when the screen has a slight slope down into the body. For me, that just makes it feel like a really cohesive, like super sexy phone experience, which sounds super stupid, I know, but that's just a preference thing. And every single time that I'm using this, without fail, it just feels great. Browsing social media, texting, taking pictures, scrolling through Reddit, everything on here just feels great because the phone is nice and light and it feels really good in the hand. Now, one of the things that's really stood out to me over these last couple of weeks with the OnePlus 13 is the software experience. This is probably the closest I've felt to like that Pixel UI experience where all of the animation just like really smoothly blend into one another. And I feel like that animation fluidity is really what makes the Pixel experience, right? Where like, say for example, the Galaxy S24 Ultra, the 23 Ultra, Samsung's done a great job refining that software so that way it's not laggy, stuttery, jittery, not crashing and stuff. It doesn't do any of those things, but the contextual animations when you're like closing applications, swapping back and forth between applications, opening your app drawer, going into a folder, those things don't feel as like buttery smooth and fluid like they do on Pixel devices, like they do on iPhone. That's why so many people love the iPhone experience, because of how like magical and smooth all of that feels. Galaxy devices don't like lag and stutter and jitter, but the animations are not as smooth as like on Pixel devices And I have to say, not as smooth as like on the OnePlus. This software that they're using is excellent, it's smooth, and it really is a joy to use with this 120 Hertz display. Everything just feels really smooth and cohesive. And so if you're someone that really values that software experience on your devices, I've been super impressed by this. And for now, I think that's everything. The OnePlus 13 genuinely has been really great. It's not perfect, it's not quite like the absolute pinnacle of what is possible in a phone at the moment, but man, did this phone get a ton right. The battery life is excellent, the super fast charging is excellent, the processor inside of it allowing for maximum fidelity, maximum frame rate gaming is excellent, cameras are pretty darn good, speakers are not quite as good as other things, and I've had a couple of like weird buggy things with like Bluetooth in my car and like my headphones, but nothing that's like a deal breaker, I don't think. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have any questions about the OnePlus 13 that I failed to mention here. But thank you guys so much again for stopping by and hanging out. I wish you a fantastic remainder of your day, afternoon, or night, depending on the time it is you are watching this. And as always, peace, love, adios, bye guys, and have a great day.